Alrighty, so last time I did one of these, I cruelly name-dropped Captain Marvel, or, well, the original Captain Marvel, that was made all the way back in the 1950s or 40s or something. So I guess we should probably get into this, because this is currently going on, and probably sooner than later, Marvelman's going to show up. Okay, let's get into it. Alrighty, so in order to be able to explain who this guy is, we need to go back about 50 some odd years. Yeah, that's right. This is going to be interesting. So, okay, do you know who this guy is? This is Captain Marvel. No, not this guy. This is Captain Marvel. This is the real or original Captain Marvel, who was made and published back in the 1940s or 50s. Anyways, because of many lawsuits integrating between DC Comics and who is now defunct Fawcett Comics back in the 1940s and 50s for apparently ripping off Superman, which, okay, yeah, I guess they kind of did. And with Fawcett agreeing no longer to publish Captain Marvel, in the US it wasn't really seen as a big deal because superhero comics were kind of going out of popularity. However, in Great Britain, that was not the case. Black and white reprints of the Captain Marvel comics were selling at an alarming rate, and L. Miller & Son didn't want to lose that business. So, when they found out that Fawcett Comics wasn't going to be publishing or making any more Captain Marvel comic books, Lynn Miller, who was at the time the head and CEO of L. Miller & Son, contacted writer Michelangelo, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, to come up with replacing or making new Captain Marvel stories. His solution to this was Marvelman. Okay, so aside from that, there was some little details that were kind of different. In the UK, he was known as Marvelman, but over in the US, he was called Miracle Man for, well, pretty much so that Eclipse Comics wouldn't piss off Marvel Comics in the process of adapting this character into dark reworkings that was done by Neil Gaiman and, of course, Alan Moore. Okay, come on, guys. Really? You didn't think he was going to show up? We're talking about reworking a character here. His name's going to pop up eventually. Which, at the time, was seen as one of the vast and most frightening reworkings of any classical, whimsical comic book character in recent years. In fact, it was so frightening that some parents actually forbade their children at an alarming rate, and even got parents groups to jump down Eclipse's throat. However, overall, though, they were pretty good, and most recently, Marvel Comics has gotten the rights from original creator Michelangelo to make paperback trades and old black and white reprints of the classical Marvelman character, putting him under his original name. The Neil Gaiman series that he did for Marvel called 1602 actually went directly to fulfilling this purpose. Now here's a little similarities. Now, Captain Marvel would say the word Shazam, which was a moniker for the powers that the wizard who gave him his powers held. And no, I'm not going to get into that. You're going to have to wait for the episode on Captain Marvel. Instead of saying Shazam, Marvelman said the word Katoma, which is atomic spelt backwards, and then you replace the C with a K, apparently. Captain Marvel had many different sidekicks, such as Captain Marvel Jr., Cousin Mary Marvel, and non-powered con man Uncle Marvel. However, Marvelman wasn't a slouch in the sidekicks department either. He had Dickie Dauntless, a teenage messenger boy who became young Marvelman, young Johnny Bats, who became Kid Marvelman, and both of them using their words, which was ironically Marvelman. Yeah, that's what they said to gain their powers. You know what? Okay, sure, why not? And apparently in the Age of Ultron books, we're all supposed to play along and pretend that Marvel probably won't put Marvelman and to the Marvel Universe by using this storyline to do it. Yeah, okay. So now all you guys get to know this stuff. Welcome to my world. I'm CJ, and I'll catch you guys later.